When I first met Daniel, my ex-husband, I was a woman weighed down not just by extra pounds but by crippling insecurity. My reflection was a stranger, my confidence buried beneath layers of self-doubt. Daniel never once made me feel anything less than beautiful. He loved the parts of me I struggled to love myself. Our wedding was small and sweet, just close friends and family, and our little apartment felt like a warm sanctuary. Daniel was gentle, hardworking, and no matter how exhausted he was, he always found time for me. But life, as it does, began to shift. I decided to take control of my body and my self-worth. I joined a gym, hired a personal trainer, and worked relentlessly to reshape not only my figure, but the way I saw myself. Slowly, the world started to notice. Compliments came from colleagues, strangers at coffee shops, even from followers on social media. For the first time, I felt truly seen, truly admired. I didn't realize I was letting the attention get to my head. As my confidence grew, so did a quiet restlessness. Daniel, once my whole world, began to feel smaller. He still wore the same worn-out shirts, worked the same steady job, and clung to the simple life we'd built. Meanwhile, I discovered high heels that clicked on marble floors, luxury salons that pampered me, and brunches with new friends who had no idea who Daniel was. That's when Leo came into my life, charismatic, successful, and effortlessly smooth. He said all the things Daniel never did. Leo made me feel wanted, alive, and thrillingly new. I convinced myself I deserved someone who matched this new version of me, a man who looked as polished and ambitious as I now appeared. Without giving Daniel a real chance to understand the storm inside me, I told him I wanted a divorce. He didn't plead or protest. Instead, he looked at me with hurt and confusion, his eyes searching mine, asking if I was certain. I said yes. I believed I was trading up, stepping into a life more aligned with who I'd become. Quietly, he packed a few things and left, leaving me with the apartment and a hollow freedom. At first, being with Leo was everything I imagined: luxurious dinners, weekend escapes, lavish gifts. But the shine faded fast. Beneath his charm, Leo was impatient, self-centered, and indifferent. He loved to parade me in front of his friends, but never truly listened when I spoke. I began to ache for Daniel's soft voice, his quiet attentiveness, the way he remembered the smallest details about me and made me feel safe. The truth hit me hardest one rainy night. When I came home to an empty apartment, Leo had gone out with his friends and ignored my messages. I sat alone on the couch, clutching a mug Daniel had once given me on a random Tuesday. The silence was suffocating. In that moment, I realized I hadn't upgraded my life. I had abandoned love for fleeting attention. I reached out to Daniel, sending a long message full of apologies, explanations, and confessions of regret. But my messages went unanswered. I called, emailed, even sent a handwritten letter to his workplace. Nothing. I was blocked on every platform, erased like I had never been a part of his life. I didn't blame him. I had walked away so easily, assuming he'd always be there if I wanted him back. But he had found the strength to move on, and I was left trapped in the past. Rumor had it he was dating again. Someone new, a quiet, kind teacher. I saw a photo of them at a local festival. He looked genuinely happy, the kind of happiness that used to belong to me. That smile, once mine, now belonged to someone else. I couldn't stop replaying the small moments I'd taken for granted: the way he brought me tea when I was sick, the sticky notes with sweet messages he left on the bathroom mirror. Leo never did those things. His love came with conditions, while Daniel's had been pure and unwavering. Eventually, I stopped trying to reach out. It was clear Daniel had moved on, and I had to focus on healing myself. But the guilt never fully left me. I had broken something precious, not because it was fragile, but because I failed to appreciate it. I learned a brutal truth: being wanted and being loved are worlds apart. I chased vanity and lost something real. Now, no matter how much I admire the reflection in the mirror, there's an emptiness inside that no compliment or stranger can fill. If I could turn back time, I would hold Daniel tighter, thank him every day for loving me when I couldn't love myself. But life offers no rewinds, only lessons, and I learned mine the hardest way possible.